You're coming with us.
Nice and easy.
Don't think so. Not bad.
Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 1. It's coming out April 10th. I don't know much about Final Fantasy, but I hear you're the Final Fantasy Pro. So tell me all about this fancy new gameplay that we've got on screen.
Unbelievable, calling me the pro. Okay, well, this is the beautiful Final Fantasy VII Remake, where everyone looks like a model somehow. Okay, and this is the very, very beginning of the game.
Okay.
So this is Cloud Strife, but he's a very good boy. And he has been employed on this mission as a mercenary.
Okay.
And basically they're going to bomb a massive reactor to take out an energy deposit that's draining the planet dry.
Okay, you know, standard stuff.
That's the setup for the game. That's everything you need to know, going into Final Fantasy VII, real quick.
Ace.
But this game looks fantastic.
So this is like an early preview that we got sent over. It's like about 15 minutes long. 15 minutes of goodness. Like I said, I don't know anything about Final Fantasy. I know Cloud from Kingdom Hearts 3.
Oh, right.
Kingdom Hearts rather. And Aerith?
Aerith.
Yeah. Her as well. But we're talking about our boy Cloud. So, give us a rundown of some of the new stuff that they've introduced here in the remake.
Well, you're seeing one of the big things right here. The original game, released in the 90s, had a turn-based battle system, as all classic Final Fantasies and JRPGs kind of did from back in the day. This has gone from kind of a mixture. It's got, I don't know if you played Final Fantasy 15.
I did a bit, actually,
Right. So it kind of uses a combination of Final Fantasy 15's real-time battles.
Nice.
But you can pause the battle and use a couple of abilities occasionally once you've built up enough attack power. So I know the Final Fantasy 15 battle system being real time didn't go down well with a lot of people.
Big controversy within the
It was.
community.
And there's a lot of varying opinions on whether it suffered for that. But this is kind of a little bit meshing the two kind of systems together.
Okay.
So you can take a step back from it being non-stop action occasionally.
Cool.
But here we're seeing Cloud with the rest of Avalanche. Avalanche is this organisation which is trying to take out the Mako reactor.
Right.
That's draining the planet, like I spoke about earlier. And Cloud's a little bit reluctant to get involved. He's just here for the paycheck.
As you would.
Yeah. He is.
For the dollar bills.
Yeah. He begins this game very kind of cold and unemotional, as you can kind of see here. The Avalanche are kind of they're eco-warriors.
Okay.
For lack of a better term.
Go eco-warriors.
Yeah, they are. So they're kind of going to war with the evil corporation here, but they're really just like a bunch of individuals that are banded together.
Okay.
There's not much to them. But yeah, they're a lovely bunch.
Nice. So is this for beat following the story elements of the original back in the 90s?
Yes, okay. Yes. For now, that might change down the road. That could change in part 2.
True, because how many parts are there going to be?
I don't know. I think they could easily do it in 2 parts, maybe even 3. And that's the big Mako reactor that they're trying to take down.
Nice.
Yeah. So yeah, here we're going to get into just a bit of the abilities that I talked about, where you can just take a step back from the active combat system occasionally, which is something that here. So we've got Cloud's focused thrust ability.
Okay.
And then if you've played Smash Bros, you'll recognise his Braver ability as his final smash.
Okay.
So those are 2 abilities that you can use once you've built up enough of the active time battle gauge, which you can see in the bottom right-hand corner. And every charge of that allows you to temporarily kind of pause the game, select an ability, and kind of let loose with that.
Okay. That sounds handy.
Yeah, it is. But yeah, so he's on his own at the moment. I don't really know where the rest of Avalanche have gone. They've kind of left him. But yeah, so far this is very, very much following, like, beat for beat, the original.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Just all new shiny graphics and all.
Yeah,
all
all new shiny graphics. I mean, like I said, everyone looks fantastic in this game. There is Braver. So that's one of his key abilities, Cloud's. The dog seems to be very tough to take down.
It just doesn't seem to want to die.
I don't want to kill the dog anyway. I don't want to.
I mean, it's killing you, so maybe not as much of a good boy as you think, but still a good boy.
And that is obviously Cloud's big old Buster Sword that he has on his back. What kind of... so I'm not familiar with Kingdom Hearts. What capacity does he appear in that?
In the very first Kingdom Hearts, I know he's in Olympus, in the arena.
Oh, right, okay.
So he's like one of the challengers that you have to go up against. Oh, tell us about this.
Okay, so this is Shinra. So the whole focus of Final Fantasy VII is taking out Shinra, kind of the evil corporation that are draining the planet. And they have a lot. They have a lot of. They have armies. They have robots like this. And it's kind of, I kind of like this because it's, I think it kind of goes a long way to showing Shinra as like an evil corporation who have like robot soldiers doing their bidding.
Cool.
But this is one of like, I don't know if I'd call it like a mini boss, but I think this might be a new enemy, and I might have totally got that wrong. But,
okay.
Yeah, but they have taken liberties with the remake. Like, it's not just a shot-for-shot remake.
Would you describe it more as a reimagining, in a sense?
Yeah, I'd say so. Especially with, like, the battle system, I'd say it's definitely more of a reimagining than a remake, which I'm glad about. You know, I don't feel like that turn-based combat ever really changes that much. I think this is a really nice mesh of the two. With abilities and the active time battle thing. So yeah, I think whether you liked Final Fantasy 15 or whether you hated it, I don't think that. I think a lot of people are apprehensive of this.
Okay.
Because of not necessarily liking Final Fantasy 15. I don't really agree with that. I think whether you like that or not is kind of irrelevant to enjoying this.
Okay. So do you think this is a game that even like newcomers to the Final Fantasy
series
will be
definitely.
able to just hop in and play?
This is like a perfect point to starting with Final Fantasy as a whole. I've only played I played the original 7 last year for the first time on the Switch.
Okay.
And I played 15 before that, but that's it. I haven't played any other Final Fantasies.
Okay. So maybe you're not as much of a Final Fantasy pro as I made
No,
you
maybe not. Maybe not. You oversold me dramatically. But I think this is pretty much a perfect starting point. You don't need to know anything else.
Okay.
To jump into this for the first time.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, Cloud's just beating that mini boss sort of thing, so that's good.
Yeah, he's got at the moment he's got Barrett with him, who's kind of the leader of Avalanche. He's got the massive machine gun on his arm. And the other character with us right now is Jesse. Jesse is another Avalanche soldier.
Okay.
So this next bit is what we originally played at E3 last year and at Gamescom last year. It's this boss fight with the Scorpion Sentinel. People that have played the original will remember that clearly. So we skipped that, and now we're on to the part where we need to escape the reactor before it blows up.
Okay.
You'll see in the top we've got like a timer. We didn't show it, but in this remake, before you fight the Scorpion Sentinel, you have a choice of whether you want to set it for half an hour or 20 minutes.
Okay.
It looks like Kat Bailey has opted to set it for 20 minutes, giving us slightly less time to escape the reactor.
She was feeling bold.
But we'll let her off. So now it's now we've got a limited amount of time for Cloud and Barrett to escape the reactor. And one thing you're going to notice as we go forward in this that we haven't really shown off so far is that you can control. It's not just Cloud that you can control. You can give kind of like commands to Barrett.
Okay.
You see in the bottom right hand corner of the screen, Barrett's got his ATB gauge as well underneath his health. And once that's charged up, you can give him commands to execute big attacks like you do with Cloud.
Okay.
It's a really handy system, and it feels like even though it's active time and it's not turn-based anymore, it still gives you a lot of control over what each of your party members is kind of doing.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Yeah. God, this game does look fantastic.
I mean, for a person who, like myself, who's not really played Final Fantasy, I am intrigued by it, and I do kind of want to play it a little bit, test it out. You know, if it's anything like Kingdom Hearts, maybe I'll be well into it.
I think this is going to be a lot better than Kingdom Hearts. Yeah, I said it.
Strong words. Strong words.
I think this is. So I've played this before. I played this last year at Gamescom, the Scorpion Sentinel fight, and I think this is shaping up to be fantastic. I think kind of Kitase and the team at Square Enix have really kind of nailed what people want from a Final Fantasy VII remake, which you can go read about now on usgamer.net if you want to. We've got a big preview going over the first, I think it was about 4 hours of the game we played in total.
Okay.
So you can go read all about that on usgamer.net now. But yeah, we're down to 16 minutes to escape the reactor.
So, I mean, I know I edited this away, but I can't remember if Kat managed to name
She does.
Okay, spoiler alert.
She does, yes.
Nice. Is there any other new gameplay elements coming up that you could think of to...
So this kind of, you've seen kind of us being able to kind of let rip on enemies however we want. This shock trooper is really good at dodging attacks. So you've kind of got to use magic as well, and that's not really something we've shown off so far.
Okay.
But just about every character in the game, when you pause the game to go into the commands menu or operator mode, you can use magic as well as your kind of big attacks.
Nice.
So you've kind of got your standard spells like fire, ice, electric, and that's going to work really well with some enemies. Like if we'd used an electricity spell on the sweeper machine back there that we fought, that would have gone down really well.
Okay.
So yeah, Kat's gonna absolutely lay into these fools here.
With a big old sword.
Yep, spells, fire.
Nice.
And that's going to hit the shock trooper for a lot of damage. Yeah, it's a really nice change, really nice incorporation. Even though we are still in active time, you know, we can still take a moment to breathe and kind of assess what we want.
Yeah.
Enemies have that red bar that's filling up underneath their health.
Okay.
That you can see here.
Yeah.
And whenever that reaches a full amount, they'll be temporarily staggered.
Nice.
And when they're staggered, they'll be vulnerable to a lot of damage for a limited amount of time.
Okay. That's pretty cool. Handy in battle. Was that in the original, or is that something new here?
No, that's something new here.
Okay.
That's something exclusive for like the active time.
Got you.
The active time battle system. Yeah, I think there was quite a bit of hesitation going in surrounding the active time, especially after 15. But I think this is kind of
fine-tuned the whole process.
Nice. Really fine-tuned it a lot. And so we're temporarily switching to Barrett, and you can use his weapons, his massive machine gun on the arm.
Yep. Classic little cutscene just to see them go in a lift.
Yep. Barrett's a real kind of character.
Sweet. So we'll now just let the cutscene play out and let the fans enjoy the rest of the Final Fantasy VII Remake CGI wonderfulness. So here you go. We're going to go silent now.
Sir,